no taxation without representation. I've heard that saying, but I think it's said wrong. I think it's supposed to be, yeah, boy, taxation without representation. And you see, you say it positively and full of energy, and then people will be like, woohoo! Um, I feel that's how it really is, only because as I wrote my federal and state income quarterly taxes today and paid property taxes, I think of how the money must be spent because it's not going to the roads. Because if it was, Danielle and I wouldn't have the opportunity to sit at STS with the kids every month for our monthly alignments, thanks to giant off-road like condition potholes throughout the side roads of Jersey. I don't believe it's properly going to the schools. I mean, how else? I mean, if it was, we wouldn't then have the expectation for our teachers to buy the supplies, as well as the parents of all the kids chipping in and buying supply. I mean, if we weren't able to buy the supplies, we would miss out on some pretty sweet deals at Target because they start their back to school. I think what is it like 2.5 days after school actually ends. So come on, it's fun. Red Card, Cartwheel app. Oh. So and then here in town, um, in Bud Lake, we sure as hell aren't using that money to test the waters of Bud Lake. Because if we did, we'd probably determine, oh, this is the type of cancer you're going to get swimming in that water. Who wants to know what kind of cancer you're going to get? Just swim in it, carefree, out of sight, out of mind. And because, if we identified it, we'd probably have to clean it. And who's going to pay for that? Oh, I mean, I look at the taxes I pay here in this town, and they're comparable to my hometown of Montgomery. But I look at Montgomery and, they have the burden of being one of the top 10 schools in the state. We're not even on the list of top 100, yet we get to pay the same. So, suck it, Montgomery. And with Montgomery, they're also, I just read, one of the safest towns in the entire state. Again, paying the same amount in taxes, we don't have to worry about being on that list. Hell no! Could you imagine your town that you live in being one of the safest? Oh, kind of riffraff will that allow into the neighborhood? But and then from a federal standpoint, I'm happy to know that my taxes go to fund a healthcare plan that I can't take part in because I make too much money, but it also allows my private insurance to be raised to unaffordable levels. So thank you. So anybody that's saying that their Republican leader is doing a great job, or your Democrat asshole leader is the best, you're right, because I'm represented by both parties, federal and state and everything, and I see great jobs happening. So, but I feel bad for the people represented. Could you represented? English is good. Could you imagine if we were assisted the way the banks are? Oh, God, that would suck. And then, to be bailed out because you're huge, but then to make sure you are safe, just shift the jobs over to China or whatever. Oh, God, I couldn't. Oh, so glad that's where the money's going. So as I mail these checks out, I'm going to smile and just be all fucking happy. Happy.